Yo, hello internet. Alright, I am back from the track where I did testing on my updated GT chassis, pan car chassis fitted with the 7. So as I explained, I'm getting rid of my TRF 102 F1 chassis, which I originally made this body for. Of course, F1s are the same wheelbase generally as touring cars or GT cars. So this was made for it, for a 256, and so I decided to reuse the chassis that I designed for my Formula E, which is a GT pan car chassis, two-wheel drive, but using touring car size tires and touring car size X as well, the 12mm X all around. So that chassis for the Formula 1 was my classic F1 chassis, which is the same I'm using for the F1 car as well, and it's a long wheelbase, it's close to 280mm, so I had to do some modifications to fit it, and let's see what those are. I've shown it a little bit before, but this is after my battery pack ride at the track, and so what I have to say is the tail end is still quite happy. I have removed the spring from the central damper. I think I'm going to play around with the oil. It's better with the damper than with the damper and spring in the middle. There is no spring on the side dampers here. But the rear end is quite happy. Of course, there is something not to be dismissed here, is that body has zero downforce whatsoever at the back. There's no wing. It's quite heavy. I mean, compared to a regular body, it's fairly heavy. The cage itself, the rear end, it's molded in 0.5, so it is fairly light at the back. Whoa, red light went off. Alright, no more spooky atmosphere. The front is in 1mm all around, but the cage itself, it's pretty heavy. It's one big chunk of plastic with the headrest and so on. And there is, of course, the exhaust on the side, which are as well hard plastic, so it's heavy. There is zero aero effect whatsoever. Maybe there is act as a lift in the front more than anything. The front is like a brake, the rear has no wing. I might play around, maybe put a slight piece of transparent Lexan here just to see if it makes a difference at the back. But in the meantime, if I try to stay like kind of a scale drive going together with the more realistic look, oversteering on a 7 I don't think is strange, but I mean I would prefer to be able to go just a little bit crazier on the throttle than right now, where I have to be really conservative and really careful the way I drive, because I know those tires are great because I've been using them on the touring cars. I might switch around with the one I'm using on my front wheel drive to see, but except for being different brands, they're all 36E, so I don't expect anything really different. I might play around with the foam tires that I have. Anyway, that's one thing. I'm going to try to put a gyro as well inside. I'm going to play with the center damper oil, maybe something a little bit thicker. Without it, it's better in the cornering, but on the straight line on the track that you saw before, when it's really bumpy on the end, when you need to brake, then it becomes really dodgy because the car will tend to just hop around, and that's when you can just spin and get hit by crazy touring cars. So I'm gonna keep the damper here, even though that lowers a little bit my cornering speed, but I might be able to modify or update that cornering speed maybe with a gyro. We'll see about that. That servo, by the way, is not even attached with anything. I just realized, because the little gears here are gone from the servo because they used to be taped to my car. So, oh, it is double-sided tape to the bottom here. All right, super safe double-sided tape servo. Other than that, I don't really know how much cutting the bottom here changed to the flexibility of the car, and because there's so many changes that have happened at the same time. Changing the wheelbase, moving the front end a little bit backward. You see I've moved that much from before. It's only held by 3 points now. so the back is pretty much able to spring a little bit as well, or flex should I say. Hopefully that adds at least to the lightness of the car, and maybe it adds to the flexibility. I've noticed as well that I had reverse on the ESC, which is insane. I never run reverse, and so that might explain why sometime the rear end would just take off, because I tend to brake like that, and I might be activating the reverse instead of the brake, because I'm used to have no reverse, and so instead of braking in one go, I brake. I basically do my own finger ABS. So that might be a reason why the car spins around. So I'll bring it back again tomorrow with the changes to see. But I'm pretty happy with the way it goes at the moment. I'm running very small amount of thread in the front because I have super offset X over there from a little Tamiya monster truck, because I want the wheel in front to be as wide as possible. So I thought I was gonna have runaway wheels, but I didn't, so that's a good thing. And well, other than that, I think I'm gonna set up the ESC. I'm not running any bumper in the front at all, so it's basically the body and that, and I've hit a metal wall today, so you can see the little chunk of fiberglass that's gone out already. So, and I need to put thread locks on that because this is spinning free. So this is open wheel to the fullest. There is no front spoiler like on an F1 or anything, so we'll see the durability once I bring it to the track and there's a lot of people and I start flying around and people start flying on me as well. So we shall see, but I think I should be able to do a bit more aero work. I'm thinking right now, looking at the side here, that maybe doing some side diffusers, 3D printed side diffusers like I have on my version 2 pen car could help a little bit keeping the sides down. I'm not sure. And I might do something similar in the front here because I have quite a lot of space and it would be cool to fill up the space between that and the body. Maybe stick a little bit of foam in the front or something. It won't help for crashing here, but there is a space to be utilized, and I'm not super pleased by using 3 brass poles over there. It might be better to have just one solid piece all the way underneath here, because those are just basically spacers to mount the front hand. So maybe having a solid piece in the front and then some kind of crash feeder, something that can break, or maybe some diffuser. I don't know. We shall see. I'll see how much space I have here. But that's pretty much it for my GT chassis. I don't think I'm going to run the long wheelbase Formula E anymore. I might run it in a regular wheelbase. Now I just have to update the back of the body that I modified to bring it back to the regular wheelbase. But I don't know. I loved the body when it came out for the Formula E. I'm not into it that much anymore, so we shall see how the wind blows. So here you go. That's the little update on my pen car and my Lotus 7. This there is a running video. This is at the end of the running video as well. If you just want to see the car quickly as it is, then this video is here. Later on, I really want to run LEDs. There is buckets in the front here to run them. I have the space for a 5mm LED, and I have the opening here, and at the back I might do something. Maybe put LEDs here, I shall see, but at least LEDs in the front would be cool. Alright, so on that note, this is where I'm at with my 7 1/10 scale, and will be probably more running videos tomorrow once I updated everything and then go back to the track in the morning. Alright, so everybody stay safe and sane, and I will see you again soon. Bye. Bye.